I loved 2022, and I'm staying right there.
She's really talented, though.
Of course she is. I don't say she isn't. She in the Dune movies?
Who cares?
She's in the Dune movies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, she's Sydney Sweeney probably cares. They were probably friends.
I cares. Where does my friend go?
Yeah.
You care, you cares.
Who's bigger now?
I cares.
Sweeney gets more press.
But
I think
Zendaya's in a lot
Zendaya's a
of
better
movies.
actress.
Is she, man? Sydney Sweeney
She's
was
really good.
Sydney Sweeney was really good in The White Lotus.
I just watched White Lotus.
What'd you
first
think?
year?
Like a billion years too late, but I
It's
watched.
great, isn't
It's
it?
fantastic.
It's so great. I loved it so much.
It is awesome.
Did you watch all of it or just watch the first
I
season?
watched it all.
Season 2 to me is the perfection.
Yeah, I really liked season 2.
I go, season 2 is the perfect season. Season 1 is a great season. Season 3 is very good. But season 2 is just real perfection.
You love that F. Murray Abraham, don't you?
I can't get enough of him. Did he get in trouble on the set?
Yeah,
was
he's
he like
done.
he was
He's done.
handsy or
Yeah.
something? I don't know.
I mean, he was the 70s.
The whole concept was that was the character he was playing.
Right.
This Jeremy Strong guy who was in Succession, he can just throw up his hands and go, oh, I'm method.
Yeah.
That's that guy F. Murray Abraham, is that his name?
Yep.
Been around forever. He was in
He's got the word F in his name.
he was the guy who didn't like Mozart.
He was Salieri.
Yeah, Salieri.
And Amadeus.
And now I wonder how it's really kind of a cruel kind of thing. Like, does the 25-year-old actress feel good that they got this guy who's been acting and everything, and now he's in his like late 70s or whatever? I got him knocked out of the business.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel good when you're like 25 years? I didn't like this behavior on set.
And Jeffrey Tambor got destroyed, and he hasn't done anything
I know,
since
and he's great.
Transparent. I know, he was great.
He is
guy.
great, and that show was great. And I never
Did
watched
he
another
do
episode.
the things that they
He
said?
was
They-
mean.
No, but
I
they
thought
also
he like pushed somebody up against a wall and was
Yeah.
like handsy
Yeah.
with them.
yeah,
I think he denied
yeah.
that.
Also, there's some the idea is that it was kind of like handsy stuff. I think.
Yeah.
And also being a little mean. But I wasn't there. I don't know. All I know is this guy, Jeffrey Tambor,
wasn't
is just
there.
always great in everything. And that show was great. I really enjoyed that show,
Me too.
Transparent. And as soon as that happened to him, I never watched it. I think they went on another season.
They did, and I
had
quit
no
watching it.
interest. Like, why would I be watching the show if this character is not there? And I thought the name of the show was so clever. Because
It
their
is clever.
parent turned transparent. Just perfectly. Sometimes the simplest thing is the most creative thing. So, well, F. Murray Abraham, he was 102, so probably he didn't have much in front of him.
F. Murray Abraham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee, I don't know what he did on. He was.
F him.
He
Murray.
was.
Abraham.
You know, my favorite part of that second, and this won't be a spoiler. I don't think it's.
You
a
spoiled
spoiler.
a lot over the past couple
No,
weeks.
it doesn't spoil everything. It's just there's just a scene in it, and I love when things are unexplained. If you when you're a writer who really, really has confidence, when you'll put things in and be like, let the audience figure it out, and I love that. And it was because they're in Italy and they're Italian, they decide to go to find a family member that they've never met before, and they go to the house. And it's a big buildup that they're going to go find people.
the only reason why they're all
Italian,
there.
yeah, they're there. It's time to go visit people and see our people. And this old lady comes out on the front porch. I know what you want. I know what you're here for. Get the hell out of here. And they leave, and there's never any mention of why that is or what was going on in the family. And I just think that's fantastic. One of many great things. Well, it doesn't happen enough. Too many things are just over-explained
Well, that's
in
because
entertainment.
people are double screening. That's why they
Right,
do
yeah.
that.
I like it when it's like, hey, if you get this, that's fine, but we're confident enough that if you
I
don't
think-
get it, goodbye.
I think it could be because people are double screening, but it also could be because the studios are too involved and they
Yes.
don't trust maybe any part of the artistic flex that a director or a screenwriter might use because they're like, oh, I don't know, the audience won't get it. Like, do we have to? We got to make sure that they.
What I would say back to those people is look at your history the last 5 years. You're not producing hits.
No.
Everything you touch is and also, but I think so HBO is obviously a little bit better with that. That's the White Lotus, right?
Yes.
HBO.
They
they're-
were, but not lately, though.
Yeah,
Not
but
really
the problem
been
is Netflix. Netflix has an actual policy of we expect that people will be half watching our movies.
Yeah.
And so that's why they have to keep explaining to each other what the plot is over and over because they want you to be, washing potatoes in the kitchen and still be able to follow What's going
You
on?
picked like the oldest, weirdest.
Was
thing
I
to
saw
do.
my wife. I came
We
up.
called that tweeting back in the
I
day.
came upstairs yesterday, and my wife was actually washing potatoes, and it stuck in my head. I was like, that's what. Remember Andy Kaufman when he was doing the whole misogyny bit?
Yeah.
And he was interviewed, and he's like, I'm not anti-woman.
right.
I believe that they should, with the washing of the potatoes. I came up and saw my wife washing potatoes, and I said,
There it
that's why it's worked for 30
You
years.
hit her right on the rump and said, "Good job."
There
honey."
you go.
I'm seeing a lot of people. You know what's really sad is with a lot of sporting
Potatoes.
events.
Oh.
Well, not even the potatoes, just a lot of sporting events. I'm seeing a lot of TikToks and Reels where people are dual screening while their favorite team is on TV.
Well,
and I'm like,
people,
why?
because I'll tell you
Why?
why.
I don't
Because
dual screen when the Falcons are on.
Because you're a little bit older. You still have one foot in a world where all of this drip, drip, drip wasn't there. But you're talking about native people now. And they, after a while, you just have no attention span. You do not have the ability to actually focus on something for a very long time. And, that's why it is. Can't even watch, I got to know how my fantasy, how's everybody else doing? What's It's a great life, folks.
What's happening?
Just do that. Do that from the time
We
you're
lost Autumn.
from the time
She's dual screening.
oh, what? See, she's doing it.
Hold on, wait. I was trying to
No,
see how my comment was doing.
it really makes for a great life, kids. From the time you're 14 on, just all day long. Stimuli. You're going to be the
Yeah.
happiest. You're going to be the
Stimuli.
happiest generation ever. Did you get what I said there? Stimuli.
Stimuli? Mm-hmm. Whoa.
But what do I care? Why am I yelling at these kids? They're the ones that are going to have the horrible life, so what do I care? Alex Williams says there's thank you. And people are liking what I said.
Okay.
Yes, they're liking. Oh, that makes me feel good. Oh, there's Clark Howard in a suit now. He works like 4 days a month.
A year.
Not a year. He comes in, he does all the radio stuff, he goes upstairs, he puts on a suit and tie, he does all of his TV hits, and then he either goes to New York City or Jacksonville and puts his feet up. God bless him. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 North, slowing the ride through Duluth.
Yeah, that's right, Eric, and we appreciate the first responders because they just cleared this out of the second left lane, 85 northbound, before Highway 317, exit 111. Still very slow leaving Highway 316. Hopefully that ride will start to improve. We got to turn our attention to a big mess on I-75 near the airport, Stephanie Stallworth.
You're calling the travel advisory for you out here. 75. It's headed southbound with the police activity right at CW Grant Parkway, exit 238B. Only the left lane is squeezing by, and they think about using I-85 or Highway 54 as options. Also crashes 285 East near I-75, so watch for that as you're trying to ramp. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
There are so many people in need of help right now, and they need our help.
Join the Triple Team Traffic crew this Friday, November 21st from 9 a.m. till noon.
At the Publix, located at 11800 Haynesbridge Road in Alpharetta.
For the annual Triple Team Traffic Food Drive benefiting Atlanta Community Food Bank.
The first 25 people to donate a frozen turkey in person will receive 2 tickets to Lucia by Cirque du Soleil under the Big Top at Atlantic Station while supplies last.
For more information or to donate online, visit WSBRadio.com.
If you're looking for an exceptional Swiss timepiece, visit Terra Fine Jewelry today. They have exceptional Swiss watches from Tag Heuer and the finest selection in Atlanta of pre-owned Rolex. It's where I've been shopping for over 25 years. Terra Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Attention veterans and active military, thank you for your service. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta will double your veterans discount in November. Veterans and active military get 10% off through November at Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. 10% off all doors, openers, any service or repair. Schedule a free in-home estimate for your new garage door or save on your annual garage door tune-up in November. Schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com or call 404-USA-DOOR.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Well, I bet it is safe to say you are sick and tired of home services companies that don't show up on time, don't get it right, ghost you then when you need them later. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. I don't have to worry about any of that because I only trust TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. TE Certified is a well-oiled machine with the highest level of communication and follow-up. They're on time, friendly, and fully stocked.
TE Certified, we love your home.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why the big wireless companies want you on an unlimited plan? It's because they need you to help cover the costs of the 20-somethings who are using a lot of data every month. Fact is, according to the latest research studies, most people 50 and up, like me, only use 12 gigs or less each month. Don't get bamboozled by big wireless. At Consumer Cellular, pick what suits your needs. Whether it's 1 gig, 5, 10, or unlimited, the point is, pay for exactly what you need and nothing more. We use the same towers as the big guys, but since we don't own and maintain them, we can pass the savings on to you. Our plans start at just $20 a month, and you'll get the best customer service in the business. I want to invite you to join the millions of people who choose something better than big wireless. Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Darker commutes, wet leaves, slick roads. It's a messy mix, and autumn accidents are certain. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. If you get hurt in a wreck, don't go it alone. The Strong Arm, John Foy and Associates will fight to get what you deserve with zero upfront costs.
What was that, Eric?
The ATL's number one cheerleader, Jared Yamamoto,
I'm right here.
Sends me this story today, which is, even if you get close to number one, he's happy. Georgia is officially this is from Secret Atlanta. Georgia is officially the second cheapest state in the U.S. for fast food takeout.
Yeah.
Now here's the problem with
What
that.
a weird.
Yeah, but it gets worse. It gets worse. Number one is West Virginia. I say you never want your state lumped in with West Virginia about anything. It makes me wonder how we're doing in the state of Georgia if we're with West Virginia.
Corn pone.
Yeah.
Drive through corn pone.
Corn
Poke
pone.
salad.
We got all sorts of things here, and we've been doing a good job getting everybody to keep the prices down. Now Trump's meddling
Not as
with.
good as West Virginia.
Well, not everything can be good. We're maybe a little bit better on education.
You can't get yourself a biscuit in the drive-through as good as ours.
All right. West Virginia's the best. We have to bow down to West Virginia when it comes to
Virginia.
cheap fast food takeout.
Sure, the president likes that too. The cheapest McDonald's in the U.S.
But you got to be in Atlanta to get these. Win 2 tickets to see Weird Al Yankovic on Sunday, May 31st, 2026 at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Be caller number 10, the 404-872-0750. Tickets go on sale this Friday at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there's police activity on 75.
Yeah, it's right by the airport, Eric, heading out of Hateville, 75 southbound at CW Grant Parkway, exit number 238B, and it is blocking the right side of the roadway, really just a left lane getting by. You're slow as you try to come down out of Hateville. You can always use I-85 south as an alternate. And a crash blocking the right side of the 285 west interloop to I-75 in Clayton County. We also got trouble on 285 leaving the airport. Stephanie Stallworth.
Yes, 285 headed northbound before MLK. Had a crash in the left lane. I see on the camera cars here, more response arriving. So it'll be the left side tied up, stick to the right to get yourself by. This report brought to you by Publix. There are BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. Save when you shop. The latest buy one, get one free items, deals on your favorites await. Free item must be of equal or lesser price. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
And the holiday season is officially underway, and that means you need to worry more about how to cook the turkey and how to keep Uncle Phil away from the baked beans than you do about your home's comfort. Oh, that Uncle Phil. Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling, Plumbing and Electrical. So right now, Coolray's offering 12 months, 0% interest financing and free installation with the purchase of a complete Carrier system. You know, proper installation is like a sidekick for your HVAC, keeping your conditioned air in and Mother Nature's air out. However, maybe your HVAC is working fine. Well, Mr. Plumber, a Coolray company, is offering $100 off any plumbing service. From aging water heaters to clogged drains, Mr. Plumber has you covered. So say hello to indoor comfort and smooth flowing plumbing all season long. You have friends and family to worry about. Coolray will take care of the rest. Simply visit Coolray.com today to schedule your appointment. Mr. Plumber, Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Remember that first paycheck when you started working all those years ago? You looked at the net amount and thought, whoa, what happened here? Ah, the joy of taxes. It could be this way with your retirement accounts. You know how much you've saved, but if you haven't planned for Uncle Sam, you could come up short in retirement. With tax laws constantly changing, there's a lot you need to know to make sure you're not paying more than your fair share. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the Lloyd Advisory Group can help you create a plan that shows you how taxes could affect you now and in the future. Set up your tax strategy session with Mark and the team at the Lloyd Advisory Group now. Call 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Make sure you know how these changes could affect you so you can avoid some of those whoa moments in retirement. Call 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services offered through Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
'Tis the season. Have you gotten your flu shot? At All Care, our experienced flu specialists are dedicated to providing comprehensive and personalized care, from vaccines to testing to treatment. And you can walk right in to any of All Care's 15 Atlanta locations and access our unique combination of primary and immediate care under a single roof. For flu season and beyond, say goodbye to waiting for the doctor and say hello to All Care, a proud member of the Piedmont Clinically Integrated Network.
This is Scott Slade from iRoofer, FGA Roofing. Are you starting to consider a new roof but not sure if it's needed or what it might cost? FGA Roofing offers their free drone assessment. You'll know if it just needs a fix, a rejuvenation, or a new roof. They'll quote you a price, and if you mention you heard about it on the radio, they'll take $1,500 off the quote. And that quote's good for a year. And with your good credit, you can take advantage of their 000 offer. 0 down payment, 0 payments for 18 months, and 0 interest. Take the first step now and set up an appointment. Google FGARoofing.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, Congress acts quickly to pass a measure allowing for the release of all of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer successfully passes unanimous consent after the bill earlier passes the House with only one no vote.
The Senate has now passed the Epstein bill as soon as it comes over from the House.
CNN's Manu Raju reports from Capitol Hill the Department of Justice now has to comply.
And if it does not comply for whatever reason, it has to explain why. But right now, a remarkable moment as the Senate greenlights passage of this bill that has dogged the House in particular over the last several months.
President Trump has said he will sign the measure. 70 degrees in Atlanta. What day could break a record high, and what are the rain chances? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Happening now in Clayton County, cleanup underway after a train collides with a truck at a railroad crossing. The tractor trailer carrying food got stuck on the tracks at East Connolly at Moore Moreland Avenue. The driver of the truck was able to get out before the collision, and no injuries are reported so far. A Stockbridge man is charged with malice murder in the death of his mother.
Police were called to the home on Club Drive in Stockbridge after getting a 911 call about a suspicious person. When officers arrived,
officers made contact with the male in the front yard of the residence who told the officers that his mother was deceased inside. Officers made entry into the residence and discovered a 75-year-old female deceased inside the residence.
Major Ron Moman with Stockbridge Police says she's been identified as Deanna Cleveland. She was stabbed to death. Her son, 49-year-old Desmond Riley, now charged with killing her. No word on a motive. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
An Atlanta man faces federal charges after he's accused of selling a drug that's 100 times more potent than fentanyl. The U.S. attorney in Atlanta says 45-year-old Rodriguez San Juan Warner allegedly distributed hundreds of carfentanil and fentanyl pills as well as methamphetamine. Carfentanil is used by veterinarians to sedate large animals like elephants and is not meant for use by humans. Warner is denied bond and will remain in custody. Police testimony and home security video are in the spotlight today at the trial of a man accused of killing his two neighbors in 2021.
A Cobb County police detective pored over a security video from the neighborhood of Amber and Justin Hicks, seeing what he says was defendant Matthew Lanz's vehicle, and later who the prosecution says was Lanz when the Hicks's motion-activated floodlight came on in the side yard. The detective says that vehicle flew away toward the Lanz home after the time the Hickses were believed to have been shot. But under cross, he says he can't say for sure that was Lanz's car. The defense tells Judge Sonia Brown, who's deciding the case, that the schizophrenic Lanz believes he's targeted by the CIA or some other government agency. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
This is new at 6 o'clock. For the first time since the crash of a UPS plane in Kentucky, we're hearing publicly from the Sandy Springs-based company. UPS Airlines president Bill Moore explains what they are doing for the victims' families.
We've been in direct contact with each of the families, and we've been providing constant updates, emotional support, and including access to grief counseling and mental health.
He says they're also providing financial help. 14 people died in the crash. UPS says it's working with the NTSB and FAA on finding the cause of the crash. Belt tightening in Gwinnett County. The county's $2.6 billion budget plan for next year includes millions in cuts.
The budget proposal slashes $66 million from county spending for 2026. Commission Chairwoman Nicole Love Hendrickson says she instructed every department to go through their budgets and find ways to save.
People are struggling to make ends meet, and we felt that it was a responsible thing to do to look inward at our budget, find savings, cut unnecessary waste while still delivering quality services.
Residents can give their opinions on the proposal through the end of the year, with commissioners set to vote on it January 6th. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins now with Alex Williams.
The 285's got our attention right now, Bill, because we got a crash over on the west side interloop, 285 northbound Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit number 9. It's been in at least one lane, or one left lane, I should say. You're very slow back to Langford Parkway, 285 west and southbound. The outer loop still seeing the brake light battle, leaving Georgia 400 over to I-75. You jam up again from South Atlanta Road down to I-20, the West Freeway. 285 east and southbound. That is also a parking lot starting on the north side from Georgia 400. As you make your way over to Highway 141 Peachtree Parkway, you slow again, leaving I-85 down through Clarkston. How's it looking through downtown Atlanta, Stephanie Stallworth?
Still fully loaded for that ride north and southbound on 75-85. Northbound delays begin pretty solid there near the Langford Parkway, getting through the Grady Curve. Up into Midtown, reports of an incident near 14th Street. We're going to check on that. Also southbound on 400, 85-75, that full merge in through the Grady Curve till you get to I-20 with that volume. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Pleasant conditions this evening, but clouds moving in overnight, and that'll keep us on the warmer side for tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Few isolated rain showers possible for the morning commute, then drying out and warming up tomorrow afternoon, high 78. Even warmer for Thursday, partly cloudy skies with a high near 80. That would be close to the record high for that afternoon. Staying warm on Friday as rain showers move in through the afternoon hours, high 79. Cooling down and drying out on Saturday, highs in the low 70s.
66 in Woodstock, 61 in Hampton, and 63 in Lawrenceville. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That is correct, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with a hearty congratulations to Don Ross of Johns Creek. Won 2 tickets to see Weird Al Yankovic on Sunday, May 31st, 2026. That'll just be a few days after I turn 62 years of age at Ameris Bank Amphitheater. So let's hope it's a good long time away, and you have you can look forward to it for a good long time.
You going for your birthday, Eric? Is that what you're saying?
My
Go to the
birthday
Weird Al
will
show?
already have happened at that point.
Well,
I do respect Weird Al. I'm not a parody guy, you know me, but I do respect Weird Al because he's kind of just kept going at it, kept going.
He has some non-parody songs.
I know he does, but I mean, who knows those? You.
Me. A lot of people.
He was fun at Shaky Niece's shirt.
No, listen,
Hey, Eric.
absolutely.
Hey.
Have
He was fun.
Have I not said
He's
that
good.
I have a lot
I will
of
not have
respect
you besmirching
and
the name
appreciation
of
Weird Al?
You will
Alan
Weird Al.
You know what I like?
Yankovic.
You know what I really like is that I like that thing he did about 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, where it was all about grammar and proper grammar.
That's a great song.
I really
If you can't write in the proper way.
see. I don't need him. I got her.
Yeah. Weird Amber.
Tickets go on. Tickets go on sale for the rest of us, mere mortals, this Friday on Ticketmaster.com. So we have to get to this. The Saudi dude was at the White House today.
Bin Solomon.
This Bin Solomon sounds like an actor. I believe he's going to be in the next Star
Ben
Wars.
Solomon was great in Star Wars.
Is this now your signature, your audio signature? Everything comes with a little
Digital transmission of Kafefe. Remember that one?
Yeah. So what's his? Bin Solomon, whatever.
He's the crown prince.
He's the crown prince. He's the leader of Saudi Arabia. I believe his father, the king, is still alive, but just kind of in a room somewhere.
The acting.
He has been on the ground long enough to have overseen the dismemberment of this guy Khashoggi. In where did that happen? So this guy Khashoggi, can't remember his first name. He kind of worked for the AP, I believe. He was a Saudi. He was a Saudi, but he lived in America, and he became anti-House of Saud in his stuff. And so he was getting married, and he needed I don't know. So he went to a consulate in Turkey, I believe. He was lured there believing he could get a marriage license or whatever he needed, paperwork for his marriage. And whoopsie, talk about the old, what do you call it, bait and switch. There was no marriage license, but there was dismemberment. And they killed him and dismembered him in the consulate. And then God knows where he ended up after that. So the whole time, this MBS, the prince, has basically said, I didn't know anything about it, but as soon as I found out about it, we had a big investigation, and we've gotten better since then. Our intelligence agencies years ago came to the conclusion officially that he was behind it. And he was in the Oval Office today with the
That's
president.
right, with all that
and of
gold.
all that gold. He must have been, wow,
Hey,
we're
God,
just
he
a
loved
real
it.
country.
He loved it.
It really, like,
what
at
was
one
that,
point,
Trump? What did he do?
I said he loved it. He thought he was very,
at
very
one point-
Are you
impressed.
awake? Are you
I'm wide awake.
you could tell that whoever was handling the camera work for, I guess, ABC News is where I was watching it.
I just saw a commercial for Holiday Touchdown, a Bill's Christmas story. Anyway, go ahead.
When watching this meeting in the Oval Office earlier,
Holiday Touchdown.
Yeah,
Yes.
can't wait.
they showed, like, I guess they didn't white balance the camera, so the gold was even more gaudy.
Oh,
in
yeah,
that moment.
gaudier than usual.
Some would say beautiful.
Yeah. So he was and so there's questioning, and there was questions about whether this MBS was behind this dismemberment of this guy. And the president said,
Gentleman that you're talking about, whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen, but he knew nothing about it. And we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
all right, first of all, he's a world leader that may have dismembered somebody.
Hey,
It's not,
don't disrespect him.
it's not a
like
matter
that,
of
though.
rudeness to ask.
He
Boy,
didn't do it. He wasn't there.
And also, that's it. Once again, that's your president just contradicting the official position of the United States. Now, I don't have a problem with that per se, but I want to know that a binder or a book or something was looked at beforehand.
He told me.
That a human brain, something other than MBS said, I didn't do it.
Trump was
Yeah,
probably.
I want to hear I went through the intelligence report. I saw I said it just didn't add up to me. I think this guy's telling the truth. But that didn't happen. MBS told him I didn't do it, and so then it was like, why would you be rude to this man? Also, talking about the dismembered person using the term gentleman. Let's hear it again.
Gentleman that you're talking about, whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question
Really? He
like
has
that.
total control over his country. Was everybody executed that had something to do with it once he found out?
Well, it did. Trump seemed desperate. I actually watched this full press
He
conference.
seems tired lately. I don't know what's going on.
Super tired because in the meeting, the initial commitment was Saudi Arabia is going to invest $600 billion in the U.S. And Trump kept saying, he probably said it 4 times before this even comes up. He said, but you're going to make it $1 trillion, right? You're going to make it $1 trillion. And at one point, he gets a soft commitment from Ben Solomon, but then he kind of pulls back a little bit. And then this question is asked, and you could tell Trump's like, don't ask that question.
I'm trying to get $400 billion more here.
I'm back to $500 billion.
I'm trying to make it $1 trillion. You dumb reporter is what he is.
Piggy, shut up, Piggy.
Quiet, Piggy.
Oh my God, him calling her piggy.
Piggy.
Have you played that?
Quiet.
I wasn't sure when I first saw that. I wasn't sure if it was real.
Yeah, it could be AI. No, I thought maybe it was they used the old Alec Baldwin audio.
Right.
I thought I saw Biggie. I said Biggie.
Biggie hasn't been with us since
I know, but I thought I saw it.
The 90s.
Biggie.
So here's Ben
That's
Solomon.
the first sign of trouble. You start seeing things that aren't there. That's,
Well, he follows me around, Biggie.
What was that?
True pimp spend no dough on the booty.
Can you dig up the Tony Romo noise that we can?
Oh yeah,
we can do an AB. Just the noise, not the commentary.
All right,
let
me look. Trump's noise sounds a bit like when you're pretending to be an army man as a kid and you go, "Hey there,
yeah."
Coming in,
What it sounded like to me was when someone does the whipped cream thing, like.
Yeah, but I think he's going in though. I think he's going like.
I know. What is he referring to?
But
have
you watched it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he does something with his hands like
he
a triangle.
Draws a little triangle.
It's and I don't know if he's like doing a squeeze bottle, but why? He's talking about fillet of fish. All right, it's Tony Romo during the Bills-Chiefs game a couple weeks ago. And now the president. Can you put them together with the president first, then Tony Romo?
They go together well.
They were destined to work together.
Yeah.
Well, you were in that booth with the Commanders, and so maybe you took some
that
notes.
guy's good, and that guy's good.
Would you like to call a play? Well, yeah.
Oh, maybe. I mean, we could, I guess. I don't know. Nixon did it.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah,
we'll see what's going to happen
we'll
here.
See what happens. That guy's running, and the other guy's running.
I think you guys have a great quarterback.
Oh, and maybe we need to get
Oh, I know what it sounds like. No, but that's a movie clip. I won't do
know,
that.
but still, it's all the same.
No, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like the thing that the dentist puts in your
Yeah.
mouth to clean up the saliva.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Hey, Eric, this Eric. There you go. I know this sound because I overproduce saliva. Runs in my family. I don't know why. We just do. So that when I go to the dentist, just after a while, you can tell like the assistant will be like, oh, put it in there. Here, every time I they'll put it in there, and okay, and then you need another one, and then it's like a minute later, need it again. Finally, if it's a long routine, it's like she just puts it in and goes, okay, just leave it on.
Leave it there.
Just
I
leave
like
it
to play
Leave it in
with
the corner, yeah.
I like to play with it, going.
Well, no, that's the one that's the one they put in there just and say, then what do they say? They don't say suck on it. What do they say? Say like close your mouth.
Just close your lips.
Ow.
Close your lips
it's making
over
me
it.
feel like
That one's
spitty right
different.
now.
That one's different.
What, your
I'm
hygienist?
talking about the one that can just like hang there like a fish hook.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Autumn's right.
It's
It's
not
the same
different.
What do you do? Would you guys went to dental school?
We did.
Yes, I did.
Huh? You just talking like you're experts?
Yes, you're periodontal expert.
Autumn Fisher.
That's me.
Great German spelling.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know what it means. I don't stand by it.
Alex Williams says 285 North is a parking lot on the west side.
Yeah, it is not fun, Eric, and it is all due to a crash in 2 left lanes. 285 northbound, the Interloop Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit number 9. It has really stacked up that ride from Highway 166, Langford Parkway. 75, 85 north up to I-20 is not going to be much help because that ride is very slow. on 75, 85 north from Langford Parkway all the way up into Midtown. Still seeing the southbound delays on 75 from Moores Mill, 400 from Lenox, and 85 leaving North Druid Hills Road. And we're still watching trouble on I-75 down near the airport, Stephanie Stallworth.
Yep, still travel advisory there. Alex heading southbound 75 near CW Grant Parkway. Be on the lookout for just the left lane getting you by that scene. Use some caution as you approach. This report is brought to you by BathFitter.com, the leader in bathroom innovation. Right now during Bathfitter's Black Friday event, you can save up to $800 on your new bathroom. Visit bathfitter.com to get started today. That's bathfitter.com. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Mark Aram knows how to talk with Atlanta and bring you the news about Atlanta.
Passenger van that caught fire outside of the world's busiest airport.
And when news breaks around the world,
we got a big meeting between Vladimir Putin and President Trump.
You can count on 95.5 WSB and the power of ABC News to bring you the story.
Joining us from ABC News in London, Patrick Reevell.
Local stories and a worldwide reach.
Every day we have new breaking news.
Mark Aram, ABC News and 95.5 WSB. Tomorrow at 9.
You deserve a friendly home services technician that actually knows their stuff. Chris Chandler here. TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling only sends polite technicians that pass the rigorous TE certification program. They're licensed, insured, friendly, and always fix it right. TE Certified knows great service starts with a job well done and ends with a smile.
TE Certified, we love your home. O'Reilly.
Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Buford off Gravel Springs Road across from Ivy Creek Baptist Church now through November 25th for the grand opening sale. You'll get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate and 2 times O-Rewards points with the purchase of 5 quarts of any Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil. And buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's time to renovate your home and you've got designs in your head, but will they pass code? Hire Sketchhouse Architects before you call a builder to make sure your design is up to code and zoning compliant. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, architect at Sketchhouse. We're going to make this easy to get your ideas on paper, and Sketchhouse will connect you with multiple builders to bid on your job through the Sketchhouse Builders Network. You're going to save thousands of dollars with Sketchhouse Architects. We're going to make this easy for you. Go to sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, H-A-U-S, sketchhouse.com.
A DUI conviction could be life-changing. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition, available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Yeah, George Clark was just saying that you have to watch the video of Trump with Khashoggi in the Oval Office. He's really broing it up with him, huh? Like slapping him on the... What did I say?
Khashoggi.
Oh, I'm not Khashoggi.
He's not there.
No, he's not there. He's
That
in several
gentleman is
pieces. So
gone.
that gentleman is gone. MBS, the prince there from Saudi Arabia. And so Trump's really broing it up with him,
the
huh?
woman asks, about his conflict of interest. He's got business in Saudi Arabia. Then, he, as in the same question, she talks about Khashoggi, and he immediately, "Where are you from? Fake news." Da da da.
Yeah.
And he starts slapping each other's thighs, talking about how he's
Because, by
I'm
the
your
way,
favorite president ever, right? And it's just gross. And
Yeah, it is disgusting. This guy's need to be worshipped is really beyond the pale, and everybody knows it. More people are beginning to admit it.
Right.
Many people are still like, no, that's my guy. Okay, whatever floats your boat. But he also there are dealings going on with the family and this, and like what is the Maldives or something? Are they building something I don't even know where the Maldives are, but they're building something together in the Maldives that's going to put a lot of money in the Trump family. That's how you get to this guy. And the Saudis have the money. Now, this money South Korea's saying they're going to spend, they ain't got that.
No.
That ain't real. And they realized you just go in there and you tell them, we're going to spend $1 gazillion. Wonderful. Your tariffs are down to whatever.
Well, they did make a lot of money off of that anime movie with the K-pop.
That's right. Yeah.
Demons.
You want some of that, huh?
We need some of that demon money.
Yeah, that's right. So it's I don't know. I don't want to end the show with that. People get it. People get it. Eric Von Hessler was never a fan, but you can just count me completely disillusioned with everybody. not surprised. I don't know. I thought that this term was, I thought that the assassination attempt and everything, I just sort of thought that he was going to be a little more thoughtful.
Yeah, reverential.
Of the country and the protocols and all that kind of stuff. Now, I never voted for him, and I don't have to worry about it. I never voted for Biden. I never voted for Hillary, so I don't have any of that on my hands. But people know where I stand, and I don't want to. They might enjoy the show and the humor, even if they're still fans of his. And I don't want it to be a drag to tune in every day. You get it. You know where I stand. Once you started bombing those boats and not producing bodies or telling us why people were being murdered, I was out completely. I was never really in. But I think it's more difficult for me to fairly assess the administration at this point because on so many different things I've been disgusted. So that whole objective fairness thing goes out the window.
Yeah, and I was kind of saying about the video because I usually kind of like him. I usually think he's a little funny. I didn't vote for him this
Quiet
last time.
piggy.
But it was one of the kind of first times where I was like, oh, he's really just nasty right here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
just
palling
watching
around with this guy.
Palling around with this guy. This guy's great, but Marjorie Taylor Greene is a traitor.
Right, exactly.
So let's say that again. The prince of Saudi Arabia, who runs Saudi Arabia, whose human rights record is atrocious, he's good in Trump's eyes. He's exactly what you want to be. Marjorie Taylor Greene, on the other hand, is a traitor. All right, keep doing it, man. I want to find those people right at the core of MAGA who can do it, can still rationalize it. Yeah, the guy from Saudi Arabia, he's a better American than Marjorie Taylor. It's like, keep on going. Hey, you know what? You'll probably lose weight. The amount of energy it takes to try to rationalize this nonsense, I think might actually be healthy in the end because you could lose weight. You burn more calories when you're rationalizing. I don't know if you saw that study, but when you're, especially if you can get yourself to really, really, really present some pretzel logic, you're probably going to lose 5 pounds.
It's a Saudi Arabian study.
It is a Saudi Arabian study.
I think MBS did it himself.
No, he didn't. It had nothing to do with any of it.
Never.
In a way, though, it is Trump kind of saying what he said when he first became president, which knocked me out. And I've always been one of my favorite things that he said. And it might have been about this in an ABC interview or something back in 2017. I think he was just president. And they asked him about, Saudi Arabia and the killing of Khashoggi. And he said, well, they kill people, we kill people. And that is the truth. That is the truth. It was the only time I'd ever seen a president say, oh yeah, our intelligence agencies, you just don't hear about it. We do horrible things all the time. You think we've never dismembered somebody we didn't like?
Well, we just kill them. We just kill them. We don't do the whole. We got some sadists.
I read a story about the guy who does this.
Cuts people up?
Yeah. There's a guy they have who does it. And it's almost like it's like a cinematic thing. He puts on music. He puts on like Mozart or something in his ears while he does it, so that
it's not like stuck in the middle.
It's not
I don't know why I came here tonight.
Do they kill the guy first before they dismember him?
I believe they killed him.
Okay,
first.
well at least there's
the dismembering was to get him out because remember they were in Turkey.
Oh yeah.
So the dismembering was to get him out, get his body out of the consulate without it being noticed. Although it was noticed by security cameras that he walked in and he never walked out. We have him.
It happens.
I mean, there's no doubt that it did happen and it happened there. I think that they admit that now. Now, the question is whether this Saudi guy is so cynical that he executed an innocent person who was just following orders just to make the point that I didn't know. Because they had a phony investigation.
Yeah, Ben Solomon actually talked about it in the Oval Office.
About the journalists, it's really painful to hear anyone that been losing his life for no real purpose or nothing illegal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc. in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that, and it's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that this doesn't happen again.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay.
That's all you need.
Yeah, you didn't know about it, right?
You didn't know anything about it at all.
So you have to change your system so that you don't dismember people in consulates.
Well,
it seems odd that you would have a system, because first you have to have a system where you dismember, right? It's like, in order to reform, you first have to have a system where everybody understands, yeah, it's okay to dismember people in consulates.
AI can do it.
You know what a consulate is, Jared Yamamoto?
A consulate?
Yeah, I think it's a word that people use a lot and don't know. George Clark, you know what it is?
Building in one place that represents the
Okay,
country.
Tim Andrews will know. Tim Andrews will know.
I don't know what it is.
Autumn Fisher, do you know? I think people use the word a lot.
Is it like it's like an embassy, right?
It's not an embassy. It's a small.
I didn't get to guess.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Well, I feel like he had already gotten us.
Quiet pig.
Quiet pig.
Yes.
It's like an embassy, but it's smaller. It's in a, the embassy will be in a bigger city. You'll have a consulate somewhere else. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in southwest Atlanta.
Yeah, now actually two of them, Eric. We've been watching the one. It's in the left lane, 285 northbound, the Interloop Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit 9. Now one behind it in the right lane at Cascade Road, so just compounding the issues, trying to make your way up from Langford Parkway. What's it looking like on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, Stephanie Stallworth?
Packing it in there, 85 headed northbound, coming in from 285 through Pleasant Hill Road. Then again, more delays ahead, Sugarloaf Parkway, heading out through Highway 317. Heading into Peachtree Corners, northbound Peachtree Boulevard, right near State Route 140, Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Going to talk about the crash for you there in the right travel lane. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is Scott Slade from iRoofer, FGA Roofing. Are you starting to consider a new roof but not sure if it's needed or what it might cost? FGA Roofing offers their free drone assessment. You'll know if it just needs a fix, a rejuvenation, or a new roof. They'll quote you a price, and if you mention you heard about it on the radio, they'll take $1,500 off the quote, and that quote's good for a year. And with your good credit, you could take advantage of their 000 offer. 0 down payment, 0 payments for 18 months, and 0 interest. Take the first step now and set up an appointment. Google FGAroofing.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Woke radical liberals are screwing up this country, but Congressman Brian Jack is fighting back. He backed one big, beautiful tax cut for working families, ending Social Security taxes for nearly all seniors, and taxes on tips and overtime gone. So call Congressman Brian Jack at 202-225-5901 and thank him for backing working family tax cuts and putting America first. Paid for by American Prosperity Alliance.
Attention homeowners of Georgia. The holidays are coming, and so is the freezing weather. Now is the time. If your windows are drafty, fogged, or just plain old, listen up. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort, and we're giving back this holiday season. Right now, when you schedule a free, no-pressure estimate, we're going to give you a $100 Visa gift card, just in time for the holidays. No strings attached. And because we're in the holiday spirit, everyone who gets a free estimate this month is automatically entered into our $10,000 home makeover giveaway. That's right, real cash in hand and a chance to get your windows completely free. Plus, you're still going to get our buy one, get one free window special. So don't wait. Go to windowcomfort.com and schedule your no pressure estimate today.
Terms and conditions apply. See windowcomfort.com.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
Got a leaky pipe, heating, or cooling issue? Ace Hardware Home Services is around the corner with everything you need to fix it, including the expert to do the fixing. We're not just the helpful hardware folks, we're the helpful home service and repair folks too. From plumbing to heating and cooling, the licensed and insured experts at Ace Hardware Home Services are ready to keep your home running smoothly all year long. Online at acehardwarehomeservices.com or call 770-233-7787.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top story, the Senate agrees to automatically pass the House version of the Jeffrey Epstein bill once it arrives. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says the American people and Epstein survivors have waited long enough for the release of the Epstein files.
This is about holding accountable all the people in Jeffrey Epstein's circle who raped, groomed, targeted, and enabled the abuse of hundreds of girls for years and years.
Reporter Jay O'Brien reports from Capitol Hill. The measure now heads to the president's desk.
What Schumer got was the unanimous consent of the Senate that this Epstein bill, once it gets transmitted over from the House, be deemed as having passed the Senate and now cleared the United States Congress. So there will be no formal roll call vote in the Senate where everyone says yay or nay. The Senate has essentially passed this Epstein bill unanimously.
Earlier, it passed the House with only one no vote. 70 degrees in Atlanta. Do clouds tonight produce any rain? And what day could see a record high? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. A train slams into a semi-truck in Clayton County, spreading packages of grits all over the place. The U.S. Foods truck got stuck at a railroad crossing at East Conley at Moreland Avenue. The driver of the truck was able to get out before the collision. No injuries were reported, but cleanup could go on for a while. This is just in at 6:30. After more than an hour of spirited debate, the DeKalb County Board of Commissioners approves the company's proposal to build a $45 million set of hangars for corporate aircraft at DeKalb Peachtree Airport. It's expected to raise nearly $580 million in revenue over 50 years. The approval comes with conditions, however, as the board raised new concerns about direct benefits to PDK's neighbors, maintaining a program to introduce underprivileged youth to aviation career training, and a $1 million community health environment fund. A mother is dead, and Stockbridge police say her son is charged with killing her.
He's looking at murder charges.
Major Ron Moman says they got a call about a suspicious person at a home on Club Drive, and when they arrived, they found 75-year-old Deanna Cleveland, who had been stabbed to death. Her son, 49-year-old Desmond Riley, is charged with malice murder, and he's booked in the Henry County Jail. For the first time since the crash of one of their planes in Kentucky, we are hearing publicly from someone at Sandy Springs-based UPS.
I want to express how deeply saddened I am, as well as our entire UPS community, about Flight 2976.
UPS Airlines President Bill Moore says they've been in direct contact with each of the families and are providing constant updates, emotional support, including access to grief counseling and mental health. They've also provided financial help. Atlanta police investigating a deadly accident involving a cyclist who was struck by a car in northwest Atlanta. The victim, a 60-year-old man, was riding his bike southbound at the intersection of Westland Boulevard and MLK Drive. The cyclist appears to have entered the intersection despite a red light. The man driving the car remained on scene and was not injured. So far, no charges have been filed. A new way to access county services is coming soon for residents of North Fulton.
Officials say the 108,000 square foot Health and Human Services building in Alpharetta will be a game changer for residents wanting to access county programs ranging from health care to senior services. Commissioner Bridget Thorne represents the area.
It seems like services are easily provided if you live in town, if you live in Sandy Springs, but nothing this far out. So it's going to be great.
The $15 million renovations are set to be completed in the first part of next year. In Alpharetta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team traffic begins now with Alex Williams.
It has not been a fun evening through downtown, Bill, and that story continues. 400 South brake lights find you're really pretty much slow just south of I-285. 75 jams in around Moores Mill. 85 from North Druid Hills. All that just trying to get onto the downtown connector where 75, 85 southbound stays packed in as you work your way down past Cortlandt Street. Northbound delays are heavy. Highway 166 Langford Parkway up to Freedom Parkway. And we have had a few different trouble spots. 285 over on the west side, Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, a couple of trouble spots northbound. If you're traveling that inner loop 285 headed north over by Cascade with a secondary wreck in the backup from the initial wreck. 285 headed north over by MLK. They're in the right lane at Cascade, left lane as you head up past MLK. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Pleasant conditions this evening, but clouds moving in overnight, and that'll keep us on the warmer side for tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Few isolated rain showers possible for the morning commute, then drying out and warming up tomorrow afternoon, high 78. Even warmer for Thursday, partly cloudy skies with a high near 80. That would be close to the record high for that afternoon. Staying warm on Friday as rain showers move in through the afternoon hours, high 79. Cooling down and drying out on Saturday, highs in the low 70s.
Right now it's 64 in Noonan, 70 in Midtown Atlanta. Atlanta, 63 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
You need to replace all your windows, but some can't wait.
Start small with a single window or one room, and your window price will be locked in. Hi, it's Ted and Jonathan from North Georgia Replacement Windows.
Our fiberglass windows are beautiful, not big and bulky like vinyl composite windows.
Your detailed window and door installation will be quick, clean, and hassle-free.
Window shopping made simple with 0% interest available.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
Treated unfairly by the police? George Stein, the DUI lawyer, can help. GeorgeStein.com.
MSC Cruises Black Friday sale is here with the best deal of the year. Cruise from $199. Plus, get up to $1,000 onboard credit and kids sail free. Experience MSC Cruises' signature blend of European style and American comfort, from global flavors to Broadway-style shows and more. Book your next holiday to must-see destinations like the Caribbean, Europe, and beyond. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Well, I can't declare victory yet, but pretty quickly things are starting to swing toward old Von Hessler is right yet again. So I said earlier, first of all, the reason Trump gave in over the weekend and said all Republicans should vote in the House to release all the Epstein files, that was because he was counting the numbers. And he doesn't want other Republicans to realize that he doesn't have the power over them that he once did. And if he would have allowed this to go ahead, something like 50 or more Republicans would have signed on for this.
Oh, for sure.
And voted for this. And he didn't want that. He didn't want it to be exposed that there were 50 Republicans out there who weren't afraid of him. So over the weekend, he's like, I'm going to lean into this. Now, everybody should, if you go back to what he wrote on Truth Social, all right, everybody should vote for this because we have nothing to hide, and then everyone should stop talking about it. That's the part that's a Democrat hoax. Not that Jeffrey Epstein is the person we think he is. From Trump's point, or in Trump's propaganda rhetoric, the hoax is that they're bringing it up now because the economy is so good that it's just a distraction so that people don't notice how great the economy is. That seems to be, the idea there. Now, and what I said was, yeah, but the next day on Truth Social, he put out to Pam Bondi, we should open investigations about Epstein's relationship with Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Larry Summers, all prominent Democrats, right? And then I found out that, well, even if the Senate and everybody votes and he signs the legislation that says we're going to release all the Epstein files, if there's an open investigation going on, then you have a reason, I brought this up earlier today, then you have a reason to say, well, we can't release those because there's an open investigation. And my speculation was, surprise, surprise, these investigations will not be wrapped up until after the midterms, okay? Well, what did we just find out, Tim Andrews?
The Epstein Files bill grants Attorney General Pam Bondi the authority to withhold or redact any material that could endanger national security or jeopardize an active federal investigation.
And he just authorized to open 5 active investigations. So
protected my buddy Bill.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's all BS. I'm sorry that you picked out a politician and thought they represented you, and you're looking at me like, why are you throwing cold water on me? They don't. It's all BS. Trump certainly doesn't want this material out. For whatever reason, I haven't seen the material. And now my next prediction is these investigations don't end until after the voting is done in the midterms next year, so that it can't do any harm
to anyone.
To anyone, but especially Republicans. I think that the Bill Clintons and all this kind of stuff are kind of baked in. The names we don't know are the names that we don't know, and if a lot of them are Republicans, that becomes a new story going into a midterm year. So just don't buy it. Don't buy. And all these Republicans that are voting for it, they know it. They know it. They know the score.
And I agree with what Shelley's steaming about right now, is that he thinks, and I don't know where he gets this idea, or maybe he has some insight to it, I don't know. But really, the obfuscation, is that the correct word?
Obfuscation?
The sex, the titillization, or the whatever that word
Well,
is.
I want to stop you right there.
To cover the money.
Okay, that's fine, but it's not obfuscation if you're one of these women.
No.
It's a true crime. It's a true crime.
But that's what sells when people are paying
what
attention
Diddy was
to
doing, I don't consider sex trafficking. What they were doing is
right. I'm
heavy
just
duty.
saying, but sex, you talk about sex in the news, that's what people pay attention to. If it's money,
Sure.
they don't care.
That's true, and he was moving a lot of money around. Well, that's the question about the emails. So many of them are after he was convicted in the 2000s of being a registered sex offender, and yet he's got all these rich, powerful people from all over the planet who are still associated with him. Why? Because he was able to do something with their money. Now, some people, if you get into conspiracy stuff, what they think is that the reason he's getting so much money from these people is because they didn't realize there was a video camera trained on them while they were doing the things that he provided for him, and that the whole thing was a setup, blackmail, and some people think that there are foreign governments involved as well. I don't know about all of that. What I do know is that an awful lot of rich and powerful people were still associating with this guy years after he had done time for being a sex offender and was at that time for the rest of his life a registered sex offender. Registered sex offenders don't usually know the most powerful people, and or let's put it this way, the most powerful people in the world are not usually reliant on a known public sex offender. So that's the question.
And that's what we'll never know.
Well, I don't know that we'll never know it. You don't know that that's not the next question that people ask.
I hope they do.
It might be. I think it's the question that's already being asked. And also, this guy was teaching school in like 1978 or something.
He was a math teacher.
Yeah, and not a very good one, from what I understand. And all of a sudden, he's
Bill
a
Barr's
billionaire.
dad hired him
Bill
to
Barr's dad hired
get that
him.
job.
Is that what Bill Barr, his dad? Family associations are one thing, but you meet people in families, and two brothers, two sisters are nothing alike. So I don't.
For sure.
I do think that that's a conspiracy thing. I don't know if you have a brother or a sister, but if your relationship is we always agree on everything,
Yeah, not
that's
the case.
usually not
That is
how it
not
goes.
the case at
now,
all.
then you see like the Trump brothers. They're in it together, so that happens.
Well, Ronald was
But just because
Donald
somebody's-
was an intelligence guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so what a surprise. Yeah, there appear to be intelligence. There's a lot of intelligence that he was involved in intelligence. And a lot of that is foreign, but you can't tell me that it wasn't double. You can't tell me he wasn't working for our intelligence agencies at the same time. And the question is why? He was not an overly educated person. He worked on Wall Street for 5 minutes, and suddenly, I believe he was a billionaire by the end, but associating with all this money from billionaires. There are so many question marks here.
He was just a great
that
investor.
You are an idiot to say somebody's a conspiracy theorist by asking questions. You have to ask questions here. Hey, legacy reporters, did you forget? You ask questions because there are holes in stories where things don't add up. And there are so many holes in the narrative of this guy from the time he emerges from a math teacher to all of that he became, and no one seems to know why, except there were a lot of really wealthy people funding what he was doing. Now, it's very easy to kind of, at some point, okay, he's got this island, and we can go, do the whole eyes wide open
It's on that
thing.
Matt salary. That Matt.
Yeah, that Matt salary. Yeah, exactly. He bought an island.
Yeah.
He's, supposedly he's a financial advisor, but he worked in finance a very brief period of his life. I don't look how long he was on Wall Street. I think he worked for like Goldman Sachs or something he had a cup of coffee there. So it's like there's nothing wrong with asking questions. And I want to say this to anybody who's under the age of 40 that doesn't know it, that's been conditioned otherwise. The fact that you ask a question does not mean that you're declaring that you believe something. Don't allow people to throw you into boxes like that. It's okay to ask a question whenever there's a hole in a story that doesn't add up. But you, on the other side, need to learn how to ask questions again, because too many people have turned asking questions into a way of making statements. Don't do that. Whenever you think something should be questioned, you should question it, but then listen to the answer and then find a second and a third source.
Even if you don't like it.
Even if you don't like it. And then find a second and a third source to find out if somebody else is saying something else. And then, and only then, do you really have the ability to proffer something that you could call your opinion. Alex Williams says the brake light battle continues downtown.
Yeah, and it's only going to get worse now, Eric, because we just found a new travel advisory. Crash 7585 northbound right at 17th Street exit 251. It's going to be blocking multiple left lanes when authorities arrive, multiple cars and a dump truck involved here, and it's just making the ride even worse back toward Langford Parkway. Think about Northside Drive, Peachtree Street, or even 285 has some alternates there. And better news, 285 on the west side inner loop crash is cleared at Cascade Road and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. You're jammed up on Peachtree Boulevard heading north trying to leave 285 in Gwinnett, Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, it's a tough ride for you as you travel out through that ride heading northbound. Also had a problem for you out there to Snellville area with these traffic signals malfunctioning, flashing red for you all around. They have some folks on the scene to help out, but it's a tough ride for you there. So go ahead and think about using some other options as you head through that area, maybe even thinking about the Scenic Highway as one of them. I'm Stephanie Stallworth from the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
There are so many people in need of help right now, and they need our help.
Join the Triple Team Traffic Crew this Friday, November 21st from 9 a.m. to noon
at the Publix located at 11800 Haynesbridge Road in Alpharetta.
For the annual Triple Team Traffic Food Drive benefiting Atlanta Community Food Bank.
The first 25 people to donate a frozen turkey in person will receive 2 tickets to Lucia by Cirque du Soleil under the Big Top at Atlantic Station while supplies last.
For more information or to donate online, visit WSBRadio.com.
Hey, you're the guy jumping out of the back of the TE certified trucks.
Yeah, that's me. We get concerned calls now and then, but rest assured I'm safe. It's just a picture.
Chris Chandler here. Josh is not only the local owner of TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling, but you're a 4th-generation master electrician.
That's right, and now I spend most of my time teaching our team the values that define a TE technician: to be kind, to be honest, and to work hard.
TE certified, we love your home.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Have a stress-free Thanksgiving that's sure to impress? Hey, it's Mark Aram here for my friends at Publix. Just heat and serve a traditional feast that are going to leave your guests loving it. Includes a whole turkey, cooked, old-fashioned cornbread dressing, Yukon Gold mashed potatoes, cranberry orange relish, marshmallow delight, gravy. Serves 8 people, and the price for the meal, just $69.99. That's less than $10 per person. Amazing meal from my amazing friends at Publix.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts,
Started digging, only to find.
getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding.
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
'Tis the season. Have you gotten your flu shot? At All Care, our experienced flu specialists are dedicated to providing comprehensive and personalized care, from vaccines to testing to treatment. And you can walk right in to any of All Care's 15 Atlanta locations and access our unique combination of primary and immediate care under a single roof for flu season and beyond. Say goodbye to waiting for the doctor and say hello to All Care, a proud member of the Piedmont Clinically Integrated Network.
This is Scott Slade. When it comes to your engagement ring, there's only one place I'd recommend. Tara Fine Jewelry Company, known for exceptional standards, craftsmanship, and legendary customer service. Tara's passion runs through every design they craft. Engagement rings you'll be proud to gift, cherish, and wear for a lifetime. You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. When it comes to your promise of forever, only a Tara diamond will do. Tara, specializing in diamonds of absolute beauty and legendary customer service since 1985.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why the big wireless companies want you on an unlimited plan? It's because they need you to help cover the cost of the 20-somethings who are using a lot of data every month. Fact is, according to the latest research studies, most people 50 and up, like me, only use 12 gigs or less each month. Don't get bamboozled by big wireless. At Consumer Cellular, pick what suits your needs. Whether it's 1 gig, 5, 10, or unlimited, the point is, pay for exactly what you need and nothing more. We use the same towers as the big guys, but since we don't own and maintain them, we can pass the savings on to you. Our plans start at just $20 a month, and you'll get the best customer service in the business. I want to invite you to join the millions of people who choose something better than big wireless. Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
You know, if the Saudi Crown Prince wanted to be snarky when he was asked about Jamal Khashoggi, he could have said, well, at least you know his name. We don't know any of the names of those people you guys are murdering on those boats.
Good point.
At least there's a name provided. You know that person existed. We haven't had one name from the, 30 some odd people we've murdered now.
None of your business.
That's none of my
security.
As a taxpayer, you're right, Trump. It is none of my business what my tax money's who my tax money's being used to murder.
You didn't care until I came around.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about those boats, Eric.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't even be an option. Like, I don't want my money to go to this.
Well, that's the way life goes.
Well,
I'm just saying. Plenty of people are against wars, right? But your tax money goes to the war.
Right, but it seems like there's
majority rules, Autumn Fisher.
It seems like there's sort of this spectrum of acceptability, and that spectrum is getting pulled wider and wider,
or becoming more evident.
Becoming
more evident. I mean, we overthrew the Brazilian government in 1960 for no.
Oh yeah, we messed
other
up
than the
Haiti,
fact that we didn't.
Too. We messed up a lot.
Haiti's a longer story than that, and the French have a lot to do with that as
French
well.
did
And
it. We did it. Everybody
we bought
did it.
everybody.
It was your
Citibank.
fault. You did it.
I have some responsibility, culpability.
What about Puerto Rico?
They're doing
Can we
fine.
not forget about Puerto Rico? There are people still suffering.
Hey, can we get this guy from the on the open mic? He had a thought about the Christmas shows, because I was talking about how I have to still write the Christmas show, and he seems to be against that idea.
At the gym, man. Hey, EBH. At the gym, man, trying to get these reps in.
All right.
And
flex.
Heard you saying you wanted to go back to writing out the Christmas show. Yeah, no. Let that be a dub. Just continue doing the regular show format. We had quite a few years and years of not knowing what the hell was going on during the Christmas show.
Oh.
Thanks, bud.
And what he doesn't
That's a good
realize,
point.
what he doesn't realize is the last Christmas show, which was chaotic, which he loves, was written. It was a scripted show.
Yeah,
but the
absolutely
way
was.
that it was scripted was the same way that we do improv every day, which is We're going to start here, we're going to end there, and everything in the middle we're going to make up live. But you still have to decide what those things are. And that is what I will be doing for you,
Dave
sir.
Baker was the key. Dave Baker.
Dave Baker is Santa.
Ho, ho,
ho. I have a little bit of an idea, cook it up in my head.
A president in every crawl space.
A president in every
That's what I heard.
A present in every crawl space.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. As Santa Claus.
Yeah, come down in here with me in the crawl space.
Yeah, like you and John Wayne Gacy.
I got plenty of line.
No smell. All right. That music is telling us two things. Shut the hell up. Get the hell up. Shut the hell up.
Fish.
Get the hell out. He says fish like Barron
Fish.
says suitcase when he's like
Fish
5
case. I love my fish case.
We're going to do what we're told, as we always do. Shelley Winter is up next. She's got a great radio show for you. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on the journey. Don't piss off the genie.
656 in the traffic center. Travel advisory in the Midtown. Crash 7585 northbound at 17th Street. Exit 251 knocking out 2 left lanes. And then behind that, DOT saying there's a crash 7585 north near Peachtree Pine Street. That might be impacting the right lane. So good time to go ahead and use the North Side Drive or Peachtree Street as your alternates. Even 285 to avoid that jam through town. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Money update. From WSB consumer expert Clark Howard. Sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air.
You can now sign up in much of America for what's known as wireless home internet. It's not going to be blazing fast, but it'll be plenty fast enough to stream whatever you want to. Gamers, this isn't for you. But here's the big news. The prices start at $30 a month. And Mint Mobile is offering right now to their own subscribers $30 a month. To people who don't use Mint Mobile, otherwise $40 a month. That could save you a ton.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care